Daniel, how much are you looking forward to this opportunity to go out west to play against a really good team here?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it a lot. I think we're all excited. It's a really good football team, team that's been at the top of the league for a number of years consistently. So we'll need to prepare this week, have a great week of prep, and go out and play well.
Daniel, this is kind of a silly question, but people keep asking you about it. Do you like the Indiana Jones nickname?
I mean, I don't have a strong opinion on it either way. Yeah, it's all good.
As a student of the game, how much does Matt Stafford go in your study list throughout your career?
Yeah, he's a fun guy to watch. I think I've always enjoyed watching his games, watching him play. He's extremely talented as a passer and, can make any throw and makes it look easy. And then, just plays, has a really high football IQ. You can tell he knows where the ball is supposed to go, and he does it. And he's been playing really well for a long time. So he's a fun guy to watch.
Coach Sackett talked about day one mentality. Like, how do you carry that forward and be a leader in that sense for this week and just moving forward with a good start?
I think it's just about kind of what you're doing right then at the moment. And today we've got to have a great Wednesday practice and continue that through the week and make sure we're sharp in our prep and going through all of it, making sure we're prepared. So I think it's that, certainly not looking in the past and not looking too far in the future, just kind of focusing on what we need to do today.
Daniel, why have you been so consistent when faced with pressure so far this year? The numbers are really impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I think the guys up front have done a great job dealing with the pressure, handling it, blocking it, identifying it first, and then blocking it at a really high level, and then just trying to know where to go with the ball. Guys have gotten open. If they're bringing extra people, that means there's fewer people in coverage. So guys are getting open, finding space, making plays, and try to just make those decisions as quick as possible.
Saquon recently mentioned that outside of the Philadelphia Eagles, there's no one he wants to have success more than you. What does that mean to you, and how's that relationship now that you all have gone your separate ways, but obviously you have the history as teammates?
Yeah, we played a number of years together and spent a lot of time together on and off the field. He's a close friend and certainly appreciate his support. I pull for him the same way, and I've been happy to see his success. Last year and so far this year too. So always pulling for him. He's a close friend, and definitely grateful for his support.
What stood out to you about the way Tyler's been able to handle so many different assignments from so many different positions within this offense?
I think it just speaks to his preparation, how he goes about his work. It's been really impressive as a younger player and someone, he's in his, about to play his fourth game, but he's prepared, locked in, knows what he's expected to do, and then goes out and does it. So I think it just speaks to his intelligence, his preparation.
JT continues to play at a high level. Is there one thing you can tell us that really stands out about him that's really impressed you since the time you've been playing him this year?
I don't know if there's one thing that stands out. I feel like he does everything well. He's explosive. I mean, the number of explosive runs he's had, especially down the stretch in these games, has been huge for us. And I think a guy as physical as he is, strong, but also able to take it the distance and hit the home run. I think that's a real problem for defenses, and he's been huge for us.
Yeah, with what you've done so far in 3 games as a quarterback, what are you most pleased with from you? Completion percentage or attempt, the sack? What do you point to?
I don't know. I mean, just the fact that we've won. I mean, won 3 games. I think that's the goal always at all positions and quarterback especially. So, just that we've won. I think as an offense, as a group, we've done things well. I think there's still a number of things we can clean up and do better. But I think I'm just most proud of the fact we've won.
How did your time with the Vikings? I've kind of glossed over it in the past, but time with Kevin O'Connell. How much did that help you, I guess, throughout your career, and what do you look back on from that time?
Yeah, I thought it was extremely helpful. Learned a ton in that short period of time there, watching and learning from those guys, watching Sam prepare, watching Kevin and all those coaches prepare Sam to play. I think how aggressive and the attacking mindset that Kevin has when he's calling a game, when he's preparing, made a huge impression on me. Learned a lot from that.
It looks like from the outside that you and Shane have really sort of meshed well, just like you understanding what he's trying to do and anticipating things, and then vice versa. That seems like something that would take time. Why does that happen so quickly?
I mean, I think we've had, the communication's been consistent. I think we spend a lot of time together throughout the week talking through what he sees and how he wants the game plan executed. What he expects in certain situations defensively, and how what we need to be prepared to do in those situations. So I think that's most of it, just the communication and me just trying to listen and understand what he wants done.
We kind of got to see your relationship with Eli a little bit on Monday night. What did you learn from him in that first year with the Giants?
I mean, I think his preparation and the way he went about his work. How diligent he was, how consistent he was with his routine. As he prepared and then I mean, I think just specific things, scheme here and there that he's had learned over a long career, and then I think that was extremely valuable. And then since after he retired and I was there, and since he's helped me a ton in certain situations.
What makes this Rams defense challenging this week?
I think the front is is strong. They can get after the passer. I think you've seen that this year. You saw it last year in a number of situations, and they did a really good job against a good Eagles rushing attack last week. So I think their front strong. It's aggressive defense, and we'll have to be ready to go.
Daniel, how would you describe Shane as a play caller?
I'd say he's aggressive, on the attack. I think likes to force the issue and take advantage of things that we've prepared for and that we're ready to go on. So yeah, I'd say he's aggressive, but kind of knows how to handle all the situations, how they need to be handled.
So coming here was a no-brainer. Me knowing the scheme, it's been an easy transition, and obviously my free agency didn't go like I expected. Once I signed with the Dolphins, it felt good, but they decided to move on. That's just the nature of the business. So I'm excited to be here and contribute.
And with Kenny's injury, what's your understanding of what they're expecting from you, kind of in the short term?
Me come in and play, a plug-and-play type of guy. Like I said, I know the scheme well, so that's a smooth transition. So now it's just working myself into football shape and just trying to contribute.
So do you think you could play this week if you needed to?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna take this week to get my body right, get it going. Obviously, I might not play every snap, but I expect to play a good bit.
Mike, what gives you that confidence that you could play right away? Like, what things have you been doing to kind of stay as game ready as possible without having those game reps?
Just constantly training, you know what I mean? Staying on top of my P's and Q's. I'm a 9-year veteran, so at some point, football is football. So I just got to go out there, do my job, and make plays.
What you've seen from this defense, what stands out to you? What impresses you about with these group of guys around you?
They're taking the ball away. They're a tough group to move the ball on. The front four, it gets after the quarterback. So as a DB, that's something you love to see, and I'm excited to play behind these guys.
What's your relationship with Blue like?
Oh, that's my guy, man. Like I said, we been through some highs and lows in our time in Cincinnati, so he knows how to use me, and we always communicate on the field, off the field, and just try to put me in the best position to make plays.
You've always spoken very highly of Kenny. What do you like about his game?
Oh man, I think we're very similar. We're both undrafted guys that made it far in our career, and really been probably the top two nickels over the last 5-6 years. So we imitated each other's games. We had a lot of conversations when I was in Cincinnati just about other teams and just picking each other's brains. So he's a guy I really love to watch play.
Throughout your career, even with Pittsburgh, like in the beginning, you and Kenny really have been some of the most productive blitzing defensive backs in the entire NFL. How unique is that, and how does Lou kind of set you guys up for success in that way?
I think it's just something me and him both have in our toolbox. You know what I mean? It's just something that kind of separates us from other nickels, and Lou just knows how to use it, knows when to call it, and we just make plays when we have the opportunity.
Mike, you're coming into a locker room that's 3-0 this year. What are the vibes like in here? You feel like it's pretty positive going into week 4?
Oh yeah, energy's high. Obviously we got a real tough opponent in the Rams, but I can just tell that this is a confident group, and guys are ready to go out there and try to keep winning football games and just do what we're supposed to do.
Zaire, going to face the Rams this week, that's an offense that has been one of the best and one of the most unique coaches, I guess, over the last couple of years. What do you have to look at when you see their team on the other side of the field?
Just weapons, obviously, all over the field. Puka's obviously the engine that gets that team going. You know, he's a physical, tough player. They obviously scheme him, you know, plethora of ways to get the ball, get open. Got Devontae Adams over there, who's been a premier player in this league for years. We've faced him in a bunch of different circumstances. And then obviously, I got a lot of respect for Kyron Williams as a running back too. His vision, his footwork. So we got a tall task this week, but I like our plan.
Going to Hollywood, I mean, how much are you looking forward to that? Just going the West Coast, but also going against a really good team.
Man, it's just a great test, great environment. It's gonna be my first time in SoFi. It's like the last stadium that I haven't played in. So I don't know if that's bingo or whatever that is, Jubilee or whatever. But so I'm looking forward to it. But at the end of the day, it's a work trip, so we're going out there to win a football game.
Shane called Matt Stafford one of the best to ever do it. Like, what's your opinion of him just as a linebacker and defender in this league?
I mean, he said it for me. I mean, one of the best to do it. Just, you know, his control of the game, his touch, he can make every throw. The way he's probably the best, you know, to play the game at manipulating underneath droppers with the shoulders, with his vision, with the no looks, obviously. You know, and he's played, like I said, played at a high level for a long, long time. You know, a lot of respect for who he is and what he brings to the game.
Have you seen what Mike Hilton has done in the league before he gets there? And the kind of impact he can bring to you guys?
No question. Obviously, you know, Kenny, you know, being a great nickel in this league kind of has put a spotlight on other guys, and, you know, watching Mike make plays in Cincy and Pittsburgh, you know, obviously him being in here just this morning, you know, obviously the veteran presence, he understands ball, understands, you know, his spots, and, you know, I think he's definitely a great addition so we can keep this thing rolling.
We talk about the next man up. Your defense has literally did that all season. What has impressed you about the guys around you that, you know, they have that mentality, they know when they're in game, they got to be ready to go?
Man, I think it's just the mentality of our whole building. You know, nobody takes their foot off the gas. We're all full steam ahead. You know, I think, you know, it wasn't our goal to be the best team in the league in 3 weeks. You know, it wasn't our goal to be just 3-0. You know, our goal is to continue to push and get better every week. And I think every man in this building continues to push themselves to be the best version of themselves every week. So I think that's taken true of our defense, but true of our entire team.
You've been to Pacer games, Fever games. They've supported you guys. How special is it to give that support, and especially with the Fever at this point and where they are in the postseason?
Oh, yeah, definitely shout out to the Fever. I was happy that Kelsey got the first team all WNBA. She deserved it. Yeah, I mean, me being from Philly, like, I grew up with the sports teams, like, feeding off each other. You know, you get that October game when the Phillies in the World Series, the Eagles is playing, the Sixers is going, like, that type of energy is obviously contagious. So, obviously, the Pacers popped it off going to the finals, the Fever doing anything in the playoffs, and obviously we were able to get off to a hot start. So, definitely supporting them. I'm going to go to the game on Friday. I'm going to take my wife this time, though, so, you know, shout out to wifey. But, definitely looking forward to see them try to get the win against the Aces.
No disrespect to the teams you guys played against, but when you go against a veteran like you're going to see as a quarterback, you personally, as a defensive player, do you kind of, I mean, take us through it. I mean, this is a game you truly get hyped for, knowing that you're going up against one of the best to ever do it?
Well, you hype for every game, you know, regardless of what the opportunity is, whether it's a rookie quarterback or, you know, 15, 16-year vet like Stafford. But, you know, when you get a chance to go against a premier offense, just as a competitor, that's what you want. You know, you want to compete against the best. You want to play in big-time environments. Obviously, watching their game last week, knowing they're pissed off, you know, I felt like they had multiple chances to win. They played good enough to win last week against the Eagles. So I know they're ready to defend their home turf. So, you know, we got to come in and continue to build on the success we had. But honestly, I'm motivated the same every week.
Really good defense and a great team out there.
Yeah, Rams, great team. Excited for this test we have this weekend. It'll be a really good game. They got good guys on defense and offense, so we're looking forward to the challenge. And I mean, we're just going to go out there and practice like we have in the past few weeks.
So many guys involved in your offense. It seems like every game he's hitting 7 or 8 different guys.
Mm-hmm.
As a wide receiver, what does that do for you personally, knowing that you got a quarterback that will get you the ball, but you got guys around you that will do it as well?
Yeah, I mean, you take a selfless approach to it, and then you go out there and you handle what you can in terms of your own opportunities. And right now we got so many guys making plays that when we do get the plays our way, it's like it's at a premium to make that play. And you're really hungry for the ball. So it helps, though, the team, because nobody's like, oh, I'm going to get 15 targets this game so I can relax on the field. It's like, nah, like, when that ball comes my way, I got to make this play. So we're rolling right now, and I feel like everybody's hungry, so that's helping.
Does that speak to the unselfishness of the playmakers on this team too?
Yeah, just being happy for the guys on your team, and then when the ball does come your way, making the plays. But yeah, just everybody being taking care of their role. That's the main thing.
Judge, the team's off to a great start, obviously, but obviously the best team in the league is the best team at the end of the year. So what do you do to keep trying to maintain that you need to improve every week and not just be happy with being 3-0?
Being consistent. Keep doing what you've been doing every week, the extra work, practicing hard. Don't just take days off and be like, well, we're 3-0 right now, I'm going to relax today. Like, nah. You got to put the same work in every week, so just taking the same approach.
How much has JT helped you guys offensively? I mean, he's having Offensive Player of the Week again this week. What's it been like having a guy like that, a running back like that, just doing what he's doing?
I'm witnessing greatness right now myself. Like, I literally be telling JT, I'm like, you're the best player in the world. So I respect JT a lot. And I mean, he's going to open it up for us on the edge because, I mean, he's obviously the person that every team wants to stop. So, I mean, he's an incredible player, and it's only going to keep helping us.
And for you guys, why is this matchup on Sunday such a good test for y'all right now? This is such a good team.
Yeah, getting big tests out the way early, so you know what kinks you need to fix and maybe like how good of a team you are. So Broncos week 2, they're a good team, and then this is an even better team. So we're excited to go out there on the road and play on the West Coast.
Yeah.